Hello and welcome to this short demo of Axsar Contracts. Axsar Contracts is a full contract lifecycle management solution which allows you to create new contracts and also manage all the existing contracts. On this screen, we can see the pipeline view where we can track all the contracts in the system based on their status. In the search tab, we can search for different contracts and also narrow down the search based on different facets like the status or who was the contract approved by or who is it owned by. In the templates, we can create different templates which can be later used to create new contracts. For example, this sample template can be later on used to create a new contract. And here we can put some placeholders which can be later replaced by in the actual contract. So let's start by creating a new contract. First, we select a template which already has got all the legal text. Then we give the contract a name. For example, 20 London Road property. We can give some vendor information, some contact information, and few other properties here. But let's, for now, start the creation process. As this is a new contract, we have to first add the parties. In the contract section here is our legal text, which we can modify, and then we add the signees who would actually sign the contract. So let's add the first party by choosing an existing company we have in the system. Let's call this a landlord, and we add another party which could be a type company or a person. Let's select a person, which in this case is going to be, let's say, Angelina, and that is going to be a tenant. So we have called the information for the parties. Next, if there was any placeholders in the actual contract, we can replace them here. So let's put it for example. As an example, then system has already added one of the signees to be Angelina, and we can add another signee on behalf of Acme. Let's choose John on behalf of Acme, and because the system knows that John's email address and the logged in user are the same, so that's why this button is sign and send the contract. We add a message, and then now John can sign this contract on behalf of Acme, and then Angelina would get the email. So let's sign this contract from John's perspective. At this point, now the contract is signed by John, and Julia will get an email. As we can see here, Angelina has got the email asking her to sign the contract. She can click on this button to open the contract for signature. As we can see here, when Angelina has opened the contract, she can go through the details, and at the bottom, she can either request for changes, reject the contract, or sign the contract. If she's happy, she can sign the contract. And click Sign Contract. Now, once the contract has been signed by both parties, system would create a PDF version of the contract and send it to all the signees. Now, both the signees will receive an email about the contract completion. They can either be the contract or they can just see the attached PDF, which gives the information about the contract, the parties, and the people who signed it, from which IP address and which date the contract was signed. And at the end, they can also see the audit history, when the contract was created, when the contract was opened and signed by different parties. Inside Axsar contracts, also when the contract will be opened again, it would be visible as a generated PDF with all the signatures and all the associated audit history. Here, if the person wants, they can set the start date and end date for the contract, and also keep the send expiration emails switched on, so when the contract is about to expire, the persons would get the notification emails. So that's how we create a new contract from start to finish in Axsar contracts. We can also see all the companies, first of all this Acme, and also all the contracts that we have created with this company. You can see the persons, we can see the activities. So first of all, we can set up different activities against a particular contract. And if there's any additional files, we can store them also in Axsar contracts. And it also has this faceted search, so we can narrow down the search based on file types and different tags. And the system can open different file types, whether they are PDFs, Excels, CSVs, or Word documents. So you can see them right in the system. In the Settings tab, users can manage their basic details, their subscriptions, inbound emails. So if we want to forward any kind of documents to Axsar contracts, there's an email inbox. All the files will be created under this file section. Here under the Business tab, they can manage the different settings for contract expiring reminder emails. In the Teams tab, they can invite new members. And here under Data Import, they can import companies and persons into the system. This is the end of this short demo. Thank you for watching.